Good morning. Today is an exciting day for LSU Shreveport athletics, and particularly the LSU Shreveport baseball program. One can imagine the lump in my throat when Rocky walked into my office August 5th for a scheduled coaches meeting and made me aware that he had accepted a job at Northwest Nazarene University in Nampa, Idaho. I was speechless. I knew it was important at that time to begin assembling a team that would help find the absolute best head coach available to build upon what had already been established many years of success by Coach Musgraves and the baseball players and all the assistant coaches that have put so much time in. A lot of people will say thank you for their efforts in identifying our next head coach, who I will introduce to you in a moment. I hope I did not leave anyone out, but if I do, please chalk it up to sleep deprivation and not lack of appreciation. Dr. Sisson originally was not going to be able to attend, and he will have to slip out early, and he apologized for that. I had on here that you were sending your regards, and he came to show his support. I actually told the colleagues that if you read his emails, he sends his best. And so thank you so much for continuing to move our university forward in some trying times. We appreciate your efforts. Now on to some key people that I want to recognize and say thank you for. My boss, Vice Chancellor of Business Affairs, who is not too pleased with me right now for missing the directors meeting this morning, but I had to prepare for this. Mike Farrell, thank you very much. Thank you to Bill Wolf, Kristen Pfizer, and Stella McMillan, the HR office, for guiding me and us through this process. Special thanks to my colleagues who have served on the committee in identifying our coach. Dr. Dave Gustafson, who is serving as the Assistant Athletic Director for Development, Director of Facility Service and Athletic Council member Mr. Don Bloxham, Dr. Judith Covington, Faculty Athletic Representative Dr. Terry Harris, former athletic director and first baseball coach in school history, don't ask him about the record, Doug Robinson, men's basketball coach Kyle Blankenship, women's basketball coach Ronnie Howe, and Lance Champagne, who serves as our full-time athletic trainer provided by Willis Light Health System, so thanks to them as well. A special thank you to Coach Brent LaValle for his service during the interim and for his continued efforts in making LSUS baseball the great program it has become. Thank you for the coaching staff as well, who has stepped up and helped the guys during this time. And thank you to the players for all you do and all you represent for this university. You are the ones that we celebrate today, not a coach. A double, triple, quadruple thank you to our athletic secretary, Mrs. Sharon Bloxham. Putting up with me these past 3 weeks has not been an easy task. Mark Cantwell, thank you for your efforts. Coach Marshall Spahowski, and helping get this assembled. Nathan, Aaron, everybody. And now to our coach. A lot of things we were looking for in our next head baseball coach. I'll list some of those items, though the list is not everything. Experience with a proven track record. There was the public relations factor, where we wanted some positive relationships with the community, the media, and colleagues, former people that he works with and coaches against. Recruiting network, having a coach that has experience, connections throughout the country, but also has local ties with high school coaches and the desire to tap into those schools as well. We know about the B word and the F word, budget issues, fundraising. We wanted somebody with a proven track record of generating outside revenue as well as new ideas that we can explore. More towards the front of the list, we wanted somebody who cared more about their academic success, the players, than their baseball success. Our coach that we have places a high emphasis in that area. He himself has a master's degree plus 30, with 2 of his degrees coming from right here at LSUS. Speaking to that factor, we wanted a candidate, if available, to be familiar with the great tradition of LSU Shreveport and hopefully had been a part of our family at one point. More important than any of those things I just spoke about is finding a guy who will truly embrace the 5 core values of the NAIA's Champions of Character program. Those core values are respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, servant leadership, and integrity. If you can find a leader who lives those core values out day in and day out, you've got yourself a fantastic leader. We found that person. We found our man to lead the Pilot baseball family. We found a great baseball coach, but we found even a better life coach. We found one of the most passionate guys I've ever met. His work ethic is second to none. He has no clock. He works, he serves, he leads, he invests in others. He takes a quick cat nap from about 2 in the morning to 5. He wakes up and does it again. We found a guy who is LSUS, and he will speak to that in a moment. But he possesses everything we were looking for, and he was with us here at one time for 7 consecutive years as a player, sports information director, and an assistant baseball coach for 5 years. We are extremely excited about the future of LSU Shreveport baseball, and it's with great honor and that excitement that I introduce to y'all our newest addition to the Pilot family and our head baseball coach, Cantwell.
Special thank you to Coach McDowell for all those kind words, and I'm going to do my best about not making this a Coach Cantwell moment, but first just want to say thank you for Dr. Sisson for taking some time out to come on over here this morning. Look forward to building our relationship together in the current years coming up, and Mr. Mike Farrell, who I've known for a long time, and I look forward to meeting you on campus. I appreciate the opportunity. With the fear of leaving anybody out, I just want to thank you to the athletics committee, to the search committee, all in attendance here today, and those who are not. Thank you for everything that you've done. I've got to meet and remember a lot of faces from when we left here 6 years ago, even though it feels like we never really left. We were just really in right field. But it's really nice being back home. I want to thank you to all the players that are here today. Thank you for showing up. We spent 2 short days trying to say hello and stuff, but just thank you for showing up. I look forward to building our relationship together. A special thank you to the coaching staff, especially Coach Lavallee, for everything that you guys have done and continue to do. I want to say a big thank you to our former baseball players that are not here, but all the ones that were before us. They got this thing started, and to the future ones that aren't here today, but are going to be here because of the things that we accomplished together. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, and I want to try to sum this up with just a little quick story. But I want to start this by saying, coming from Canada and bouncing around, coming from my junior college in Canada 14 years ago and stepping foot on this campus for the first time, I don't think I'd been able to say this or was knowledgeable enough to say this, but I just want to really thank God for the opportunity of being here. And like I said, 13 years ago, those words I don't think had ever entered out of my mouth. And so I think that speaks to the impact, most importantly, that this campus and the people that you're surrounded by on this campus can do for you, for us, for all of us. One of my former bosses always said, it's something that I've used with my kids: if you want to be successful, you got to surround yourself with successful people. Coach Doug Robinson, and that's something that I'll always say for the rest of my life. But without the opportunity at LSUS, I wouldn't be able to stand here and say thank you. And the number one blessing in my life, my wife, Sarah Cantwell, and our 2 little girls are at school right now. Thank I just feel like that's my life. I contribute everything that I have and who I am to this university. I was once a 22-year-old sitting on the bleachers watching basketball games. It just seems like yesterday. But I just want to thank everyone that was here. I'm looking forward to the opportunity. Again, just thank you, Coach McDowell, and everybody that's here. I don't want to leave it at that. I'm looking forward to getting to the baseball aspect of things and getting with the guys, getting in the weight room, getting in the trenches with everybody, and just continue moving forward, business as usual. And again, I hope I didn't leave anybody out. Just thank you for coming. I look forward to meeting y'all and shaking everybody's hand, thanking you individually, because I think that's more important than standing up here and doing this. And I know you guys are probably tired of listening to me already. But thank you for coming. I look forward to meeting y'all, continue this relationship. I'm going to say one last quick story. I apologize. See, I talk a lot. I say I'm pretty short, but this is an example. I just want to give you a little shot of who I am. And this is why I'm really so excited, aside from baseball, and this is no offense to the baseball team, but a very special person in my life, and one of the many, many people, and the reason why I can still be here is Mr. Isaac Lafitte, who I haven't spoken to in years. And when he walked through the campus doors here, I brought tears in my eyes, because being Canadian and with immigration processes, it was hard to get permission to work. And when you can't work, you can't make money. It's hard. But he provided me an opportunity that allowed me to remain on staff here as a coach and be able to live and eat. And we drove out to Mansfield and worked together for many, many months. And there's just so many people, so many stories like that, guys, that it's important the impressions you make. Make sure you say hello, because most people don't know Mr. Isaac Lafitte, the North Dakota head over there. That's an incredible, incredible man. I just want to thank you personally for coming today and just being part of that testimony. I can say this story about 100 different people. No one more important than the other, but there's so many relationships to be built and to continue. And I just want to thank everybody. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Just make sure you grab you some cookies on the way out. We've got a tray full of cookies and brownies and all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all coming out, and look forward to seeing y'all. Hang around and shake his hand and meet Sarah or whatever you want to do. Thank y'all.